Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Captain Rookie, and today we are going to be watching one of my favorite topics ever. We are going to be watching some Warhammer things, particularly this video that I discovered not too long ago. This video talks about the US Infantry's new 30mm rifle that is a bolter. They have made a bolter. They have created a bolter, and I want one. I want a bolter. Getting off this early in the day. Arthur, yes, I am getting off this early in the day because Warhammer stuff makes me excited. So we're just gonna start nerding out. Here we go.
Today, I'm testing the US Army's new shoulder-fired semi-automatic 30mm grenade rifle prototype. I'll show you why the Army believes that this weapon system is the key to shooting down attack drones and killing enemies that are hiding in trenches. We'll even try to murk a clanker with it. The real-life bolter is the answer
I mean, come on, look at it. That's a bolter. They made a bolter, and I want one. I want one so bad. Also, yes, Altea, you can send the coffee link in DMs. Actually, just no, I'm giving you permission right now. Type it in the chat, so that other people that show up can click on it. And then when Rad eventually shows up, we can yeah, thanks. When Rad eventually shows up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin the message as well. I'm gonna pin the message, and so yep, that's it. I'm gonna pin the message. Oh, hi Dig. And so anyone who wants to donate, who wants to donate, who wants to donate to Althea's Ko-fi, to get Arthur to the US and deport him forever.
to two of the infantry's biggest problems today. The Precision Grenadier system fires explosive rounds in a flat trajectory at 680 feet per second at point targets 500 meters away. Since the 1990s, the US military has been trying but failing to add and adapt a capability like this organic to the squad level. We'll see how this new PGS learned from the mistakes of its predecessors, though. There were complaints about the Army's old XM25 grenade rifle not killing the enemy. That's why this new weapon's 30x42mm grenades are now twice as powerful. The defense company Mars Inc. invited me out to beautiful Montana.
No way, it's Mars Inc. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the Mechanus Adeptus from, is it Mechanus Adeptus? Yeah, basically the tech people, right, from Warhammer, they're based on Mars. And this company's name is Mars Inc. They're making it real. Chat. Actually, the next video after this is going to be how to become a Space Marine and how to get, like, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Yes. And the ones to say like oh shit! Fuck! I forgot. The Omnissiah, right? It's the Omnissiah, right? The machine god. Yep. And so they're making it real. And the video we're gonna watch after this is how to get the surgeries that are required to become a massive Space Marine boy.
Why
did I say it like that?
To test fire the weapon and to show me how new precision manufacturing and advanced fire control systems make this not your daddy's airburst rifle.
We really only have about 14 months to develop a system and then deliver prototypes to the Army.
Dude, that's so short.
6-month testing.
First, we'll start.
Okay, so average testing for the Army takes anywhere between 2 to 5 years, right? I believe the last pistol challenge was about 4 years. I could be mistaken on that. The last rifle thing that they had, where they got the XM7, right? That took like something like 12 years because only they skipped the last one as well.
By going over the Precision Grenadier system's 5 main types of ammunition, which are the airburst, the proximity, close quarters combat,
they got different ammo types,
and anti-armor. Finally, we'll get into the weapon's new tactics, how it fits into the squad, and why shooting it feels like a war crime. It fires from a magazine of 5 rounds. You keep the magazine in pouches on your kit.
So
I mean, to be fair, it's only 5 rounds because they're like 30mm, okay? For comparison, the millimeters we're using right now is 5.56, I think. So they're like, we get 30 of those. So these are just like massive boy. This is a grenade launcher. So
I'm carrying a 200-round drum of SAW. I could put 2 of those magazines in this.
The way your airburst grenade works is you push a button on your fire control computer optic that sends out a quick laser designation that tells you exactly how far away your
auto-targets?
enemy target is. Let's say you're aiming at an enemy soldier in a trench that's 300 meters away. The fire control system then automatically sends a signal
I
to
should
your
stop
airburst
yelling.
grenade to the fuse that programs it to explode at 300 meters distance. The way it works is as your grenade leaves the barrel, a coil in the muzzle wirelessly programs the timing into it. Let's say to detonate at 2.5 seconds. The timing is based on the grenade velocity, muzzle angle. After firing the grenade,
This is some sci-fi shit, and I'm gonna drink some more because otherwise I'm gonna get hard. I'm gonna get hard in this stream. Okay, this is so fucking amazing, and I want one. I want one. I have access to Throne now, by the way. I'm gonna put this there. I don't care how much it costs. I want to put this there.
counts down and detonates at the right exact point in the air. Once it reaches 300 meters, it explodes midair in a unique blast pattern that I want to tell you about. The explosion goes backwards and to the left and to the right, not how you might expect an explosion to go.
Even if I have no electronics at all, I can fire that round into that window. When it hits anything in that room or the back wall, it's going to detonate and completely clear that room. Single shot.
So by the book,
Wait, hang on. So single shot takes out all the enemies, but how are they getting that weird pattern though? How do they get that weird pattern? Because like a kaboom goes all over the place, right? So how are they getting the weird pattern?
your 30 by 42 millimeter grenade has a lethal radius of 5 meters or about 16 feet, but in practice you usually are going to need a direct hit for a kill. This blast pattern though is designed to explode along the trench line, taking out an entire section. I was shocked by the weapon's accuracy.
They made the
Marzin
rookie
says that
gun.
it's 2 minute of angle at 100 meters.
Because even
which
if I
means it
miss,
hits within
I still
2
hit the
inches
target.
at that distance. I fired at the target.
Rad, you can never call me out for not for not hitting the target anymore, because I can just like shoot it anywhere and it will still explode, which is also something that I do. Dude, what's wrong with my brain?
Target 300 meters away with rapid semi-automatic fire 4 times. Each round landed within a tight 1 meter grouping. I purposely aimed above the target there so you could see the dirt kicking up on the point of impact.
Because I can put lethal radius grenade anywhere I want out to 500 meters, including inside of a
Not enough
porthole,
alcohol? No,
a bunker.
I'm
There is
already
no other
refilling the
weapon
glass.
that can do that.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Arthur.
You just put around
Arthur, I'm drinking
right
water
on
now.
this guy's
I'm switching
face.
to water because I think you're gonna
pushed
kill
out
me.
to 400 meters because that was the max distance of the range that we were shooting on.
400
I had no
meters with a
problem
1
landing
meter
shots
grouping on a
target,
grenade is
and its max
insane.
effective range has been tested out to 500 meters. This feels like a
Yes.
semi-automatic grenade sniper rifle.
Yes.
It is the first squad-level organic weapon system with what's called counter-defilade, meaning it counters enemies hiding behind cover. This counter-defilade round is designed to precisely and quickly defeat personnel targets by the Army's request.
You know, this is a different philosophy. This is a different mindset where precision is king.
Standard loadout for
Yeah,
ammunition
precision.
for the new
And then the
Grenadier
entire
is
room goes
50
out.
rounds for this role.
Each shot weighing about 155 grams.
The old
50
40mm
shots of this?
M203 and M320 grenade launchers, its accuracy is 4 meters horizontal by 2 meters vertical on a point target at 150 meters.
They're indirect fire systems. So you're doing a lot of guesswork. That feels about right. You're going off vibes.
Look at how all the old grenade launchers are limited by their heavily arced trajectory. That path for the grenade makes hitting trenches and pillbox fortifications nearly impossible. Meanwhile, the Precision Grenadier system has a nearly flat trajectory even out to 400 meters and beyond.
One of the main capabilities of
yeah.
the squad support rifle system is shooting down drones.
I'm just speechless
Fast
because-
attack kamikaze
Clankers!
drones that are trying to kill you. And so I thought it'd be interesting
I'm speechless
today
most of this video because it's
is
so
if we
cool.
shot at
I'm
the
just like,
Limitless 5 drone, the sponsor of today's episode, take it out of the sky with the Huntsman round.
Click my link in the description for 20% off.
All right, here we go.
I'm ignoring chat right now because this is too cool. Fuck yeah! Okay, sorry. That was so cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. That was so fucking cool.
That felt fucking good for the Emperor. The max effective range of this counter-drone munition is between 0
Oh,
and
fuck you,
150
Rad.
meters. The 5 razor blades on the munition tore through the drone's wings and cut the
It's
wire
got
holding it
razor
together
blades.
into a bunch of
Oh,
different
it's
pieces.
so good.
As soon as it leaves the barrel, its 5 razor-sharp blades extend out about 3 inches, and this effectively makes the munition 6 inches wide. And this will come in handy for improving hit probability on the
Chat, most of you can't even handle 2 inches. 6 inches? Flying at your face? 6 inches of kaboom? I don't know about you. I can barely handle 1 inch, okay? What's happening? Oh, let me catch up on chat real quick. Yeah, but you drink water. I mean, everyone tried to drown me last night. Shut up, Arthur. Cranberry softening up. Die, Rad. Forcing rum down Rookie's throat feels different. But do continue, I'm curious now. Okay. Dark Elf ass weapon. No Dark Elves. This is an Astrides weapon. This will be a Space Marine weapon. This is too cool. This is so cool. I want one.
target. It's like a miniature R9X Hellfire missile. One of the limitations of the shotgun or rifle rounds with its pellets, often those aren't enough to stop a drone. You need to hit a critical component dead on perfectly.
That is true.
A 1 in a million shot with those pellets.
That's been a problem.
They often fail.
In the
you don't
Ukraine
even have to worry
war.
about crashing the drone clone experts. Limitless 5 drone.
Did you know they were using wrong button? They were using bows and arrows to actually hunt down drones in Ukraine earlier in the war effort, and now now they have more dedicated weapons. But like, you can put a drone down with a rock and an arrow. I mean, how pissed off, right? The manufacturers had to be like, yeah, we have this like 20 grand piece of technology that we're just gonna like manufacture and deploy in war, and then someone's like, hold my bow, and they just like, and then just freaking Robin Hood your shit. It's something, or someone just like, hang on, I got a solution for this, and it picks up a rock.
GPS auto return to home. So if you aren't an expert, it's easy to learn. You get a 4K Ultra HD camera with a 3-axis stabilized gimbal, long battery life, 3-mile range, and a night mode on there that brightens the sensor so you can get
hang on, this is an ad.
even when the sun starts to drop.
This is an ad. Fuck
Some
the ad.
of you
Fuck the
guys
ad.
in the comment section called it a morbidly obese AR rifle. It is a big, chunky boy.
I mean,
But
it is an
because of
AR
its
design.
compact size at only about 35 inches in overall length, it's easier to wield and carry when
It's
you're
not a
patrolling
small
with it.
gun.
The whole thing
This
is
is not a
mostly
small gun.
milled out of steel with precision machines.
It has to be steel, because otherwise, like, the amount of force that's going through this weapon, plastic is just gonna shatter. Like,
Aren't you glad we made it lighter before it got into the gun? So you're carrying an upper receiver right now. Well done.
It's not optimized using more expensive
what do you mean it's as tall as Rookie? What do you mean it's as tall as me? 35 inches? Yeah, I'll show you 35 inches. Aren't you the one who's like, we're the exact same height, okay? Arthur and I are 5'7". Both of us are the exact same height. So I don't know what this slander bullshit is all about. Morbidly a beast? Okay, all right, fine, Rad, chill. I will not tolerate this slander. No. Get out. Out with you.
expensive, lightweight titanium quite yet on this early Gen 1. Future versions are going to be lighter at about 11 pounds. This version is made from a chopped up piece of an old A10 Warthog gun barrel.
The barrel is only 12 inches long, and I got to see where the A10 barrel is just sitting in their office that they cut it down from.
And so the commandant of the infantry said, I want 2 per warfighting squad. I want to take the...
What do you mean garden gnomes, Rad? What do you mean garden gnomes? How tall are you? You're gonna be like, oh, I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm 6'2", and I get all the bitches. Whatever. Ugh.
M4 or M7 with the 320. I want to take that out, and I want to put a precision grenadier system in. So this is the new grenadier, and it will be their primary assigned weapon system.
Oh yeah,
That means
because
if
now
you're
how
in
do
the
you deploy
Grenadier
this?
role, you won't be carrying an M6.
See, okay, this is the nerdy part of me, because I'm like, okay, a weapon is cool. A weapon is really, really cool, right? But how do you go about putting it into an already established system, right? Every military team has a system, already established in there. So the moment that you take one component out and replace it with a different component, that's where you're kind of fucking with the system. So, for example, I believe it was one of the pistol tournaments, right? Because I like pistols a lot more than I like any other form of weapon. So the modern weapon. In the pistol tournaments, there was one particular gun. No, it wasn't a pistol tournament. It was a rifle tournament. One of the reasons, for example, that bullpups aren't a thing, or that the modular guns that they use now with the XM7, I want to say, the six-spear one, I forget what they called it. The reason that they go about it now and they don't want something different is because of ease of use. If you have to retrain your soldiers to use a weapon platform that they have zero idea on how to use, that's just going to be more time. And it's going to create more confusion. And in a war scenario, all of that's going to go out the window and then you're fucked. So the fact that this is basically a chunky AR, right, works and operates exactly in the same way. Most of the calculations are done for you. And you frankly can just like give a guy this thing and be like, here's this and a backup weapon like a pistol or something like that, or a personal defense weapon like a PDW of some kind, or a PCC, and you can like take these, and it's so integral, like it's so easily integrated that this would make sense. Also, rad apparently is 188 centimeters, and I don't care how much it is. That's probably like 6 feet, frankly. Wait, I'm 170 centimeters. So you're only 10 centimeters. You're only like 5 inches. Wait, no. How many inches per centimeters? Arthur, calculate how... Oh yeah, he's probably lying too, right? I mean, I'm so autistic-minded that I was like, oh yeah, I'll take him at face value. I didn't realize that he might be lying. How dare you lie during a Warhammer video?
7 or M4 as a secondary, you might have a pistol, but this is your primary weapon, which would mean it would make...
See, perfect. Here it is. The Grenadier system.
20% of the weapons in your whole entire platoon.
The number one challenge in building a gun of this size and this potential is how do you deal with the recoil? This is a handheld cannon. It's a handheld mortar tube.
Firing it has a lot of recoil. You need to be prepared to shoulder it like a big boy.
I would imagine
similar to firing like a shotgun or a...
I have no doubt that this will be mitigated later on. I'm sure that a spring system is gonna exist. Hi, hey, biggest car. Hi, hello. You can lurk as much as you like. Thank you so much for joining. I'm pretty sure that later on in the future, there's gonna be a spring or stock system that's going to mitigate that. I have no doubt.
A 300 Winchester Magnum rifle, sniper rifle, or getting punched in the shoulder. The felt recoil impulse is actually unique.
If it's a 300
their
Win
patent
Mag,
pending system
people have
uses
that.
2 recoil reduction mechanisms. It's a long recoil operation and a pneumatic damper. It works on
there it is.
atmospheric pressure error.
And this is an adjustable pneumatic damper with a couple of LEDs. That's just to resist the rotation of the damper. I've got a big barrel spring in here around the barrel. The barrel reciprocates 9 inches in this thing.
This spreads out the feeling over time, which dampens that recoil.
Yep.
It is a recoil-operated gun. No gas in this. This isn't a gas piston. It isn't gas
No
impingement,
gas. Unlike
just
me, I fart a
recoil-operated.
lot.
And the pressure from firing it is actually relatively low at about 8,000 psi. The next ammunition many will consider to be the most important type. It's the proximity fuse explosive round. This is what you will normally use for counter-drone warfare.
Oh yeah, because they have 4 types of ammo on this. Fuck, this is a cool gun.
Look at the first 20% of just the tip of the grenade. That's where the fuse is located. It has about 5 different types of safeties built into it, so it's almost idiot-proof. This way I can't blow my whole squad up just by dropping the spicy meat.
I would. Don't trust me with this. Don't trust me with this thing.
Well, that would be embarrassing.
But it's also where, on a proximity munition, it detects where the enemy drone is. It uses a classified type of sensor, most
This
likely
is so
from what
cool,
we know,
man.
it's a radio waves or some kind of RF frequency to detect when it's within about 5 meters of the drone. The grenade basically has a tiny radar on the nose that looks for nearby
I
drones,
want
and then it
one so
throws
bad.
explosive fragments at it.
I
When
want
it gets near
one.
an enemy drone, the radar returns a spike instantly, and this triggers the fuse and it intercepts it. So it explodes explodes and sends out another unique blast pattern. The blast pattern for the proximity version is forward and slightly to the sides. It's kind of like an airburst claymore that detects when to explode.
This is definitely not a mass ammo weapon. This isn't spray and pray. This is precision, highly effective shots at intentional targets.
And then when they hit
The
you,
precision
they
grenade
blow
gun
up
has a
everything.
rate of fire of about 30 rounds per minute. What all that means is I could fire 6 times faster and with about 7,000% more accuracy compared to the old M203 and
That's
M320
kind of
grenade launcher,
slow,
or
but
the
for a
M32.
grenade launcher,
Time to engagement is an extremely important metric when looking at new weapon systems. From the time of deciding to pull the trigger on a target to putting
also no longer a single shot. Like if you see the thing that he did here,
rounds on that
hang on. So this system right here, this is a single shot system. He has to open up the barrel, reload,
system,
shove the thing in.
from the
There you go.
time of
And so yeah,
deciding to pull the trigger on a target to putting rounds on
I
that
got
target
5 of
takes
those.
about 3 seconds.
So we can go pum,
then
pum, pum,
there's
pum,
the
pum.
close quarters combat shock ammunition for when you want to clear an entire room with one shot. This 30mm shotgun shell here packs 4 times the amount of firepower and pellets compared to a 12 gauge shotgun. So in a typical
It can
12
take
gauge,
out
you have about
my
8 to
entire
15
chat right
pellets
now.
in there for buckshot. This has 42 single-aught buck pellets in here. Imagine firing once and having the firepower of 4
Holy
shotguns going off
bejeebus.
in a room. This is my boomstick.
At a group of people rushing you, you're in a near ambush, and you have a reflexive shot, you ready up, and you pull the trigger with a CQB round
yeah, and they're no longer gonna be. They're gonna be red
in
mist.
the chamber. You just took out 3 shoulder-to-shoulder enemies in a single shot.
You typically want to be within
They're
about
gonna be red
35
mist.
meters of your
You've
target with
evaporated.
this
You created the evaporator.
type of round. The size of the holes that are ripped into the targets near me were crazy. Just giant, heaping, massive chunks.
Would I want to kick in a door, clear a room with this? Probably not. The recoil's too high and it's too heavy, but you could do it in a pinch.
The Army's also working on an anti-armor round that cuts
Use it during a hostage situation. There is no hostage, and just kill everyone. Bullets with mini radars are they are though. They are though. I don't know how they work because I'm too stupid to know how they work, but God, they're so cool.
through lightly armored vehicles.
Tungsten penetrator in one of these rounds. I can make you
Oh,
a saber
yeah,
round,
baby.
like a tank. Or I can make it to where it has dual stage. It has an explosive tip and a tungsten follower.
It uses a shape charge to accomplish this, and in practice, it threatens enemy
Yep,
armor
it's
without needing
anti-armor.
a full-sized anti-tank rocket launcher.
The whole idea behind the grenade rifle, the Grenadier, is that in contested environments, you won't be able to call in air support A-10 Warthogs all the time to take out enemy in fortified positions anymore.
You
Regular
press a button,
infantry won't be able
change
to call
mags,
in mortar fire
kaboom.
as often in remote locations. You'll be out in the middle of nowhere on an island cut off. This means you'll need a weapon organic at the squad level that can get the job done.
Now the battle drill should say, take out groups of enemies. Take out machine gun emplacements before you maneuver.
But when it comes to reliability, it's hard to judge right now because this is an early prototype weapon.
Oh,
Right now,
okay.
it's more of a proof of concept phase.
6-month testing will be reliability, durability, contaminants, salt fog, dropping on the concrete and all that, and soldier touch points.
There are now 4 different companies competing to win this new bid.
Wait, okay, I got it. Oh, hang on. So FN firearms, I like them. FN are really good. I mean, also FN make the 5.7, which is the 5.7 by I can't remember anymore. They make the FN 5.7, which is the anti-armor round, but only for military because you cannot buy it if you're a civilian. It doesn't work. If you're a civilian, the 5.7 is like bleh, right? 30mm is great. The PGS with the 25mm, we've had those before in the past. They're kind of, yeah. You want to go with 30mm. And the Ryan Metal, the SSW40. I don't believe in that. I think it's too much gun. It's gonna kill someone.
The Northrop Grumman's version of the system is sticking with that same old 25mm grenade.
Yep.
Barrett, Mars, and FN are using a 30mm grenade, and Rheinmetall is using a 40mm system.
Barrett
the US
is also
Army has
good.
been trying to field an airburst grenade rifle since the early 1990s. So what is different
What
here?
ad?
Because HK failed with their 20mm XM.
Chat, are you getting ads? Too much gun. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. It's too much gun when you try to fire it and your shoulder goes flying in the opposite direction. Yeah, that might be a bit too much gun. Yep. If you go, if you pull the trigger and the only thing moving is you, you had an ad? Yay! I can make money! Woohoo! I like money. Money's so cool. Yes, I did turn on ads because I have this thing called hunger and I like to not have it.
29, the OICW program, and then they failed again with the XM25, the 25mm Punisher, and they
Yep.
failed with the XM109 sniper grenade rifle. There were several reasons why the XM25 failed, that these weapons are attempting to address those problems. This new variant from Mars Inc. is said to be about 50,000 or less per unit once the design is fully completed. The XM25 was too heavy, its fire control.
So this is a bullpup rifle. You see how what a bullpup rifle is, by the way, chat, it's the magazine usually in a rifle goes here. Basically the trigger system and the stock, right? Which is right here, which is what I'm touching right now. I'm touching it. This would be back here and the magazine would be fed right here, right? A bullpup system is so that you will shoulder the mag and everything here, and the barrel, instead of being extended forward, it'll be just this little thing that goes from here all the way back to the stock, basically. Mag at the back, trigger group in the middle, makes the barrel effectively longer without making the gun bigger. Exactly, Arthur. I just had to explain to my chat because they're slow. But thank you, Arthur. Arthur, do you know guns? Are you a gun guy? Are you a gun nerd as well? Oh my god, did I find another one? Twinsies! Wow, I really gave that up for the... I come from a country that made the EM2, so I should know. Remind me again what the EM2 is. What's the EM2? Oh, the EM2 rifle. Oh. Oh, this ugly bitch. Okay, yeah, no. I mean, sorry. But that's an ugly rifle, man. So is this, by the way. So is this. This is an ugly rifle. Yeah, it's an ugly rifle. I don't know how effective it was, but it's an ugly rifle. Basically, bullpups take way too much time because when you're used to shooting like a regular rifle, you have a reload system and you have muscle memory, essentially, which is not a thing, by the way. Muscle memory doesn't exist, but you have neuromuscular recall memory of some kind, and all that goes out the fucking window when you have to do a bullpup system, so that's why bullpups aren't a thing.
Control systems didn't work well, and the whole thing was too expensive at about
Well, yeah, they are
$100,000
very
per
expensive.
gun. Troops didn't like the bullpup style of the old weapon. Bullpups just feel gross to a lot of soldiers. The XM25 had a double feed issue that simply set off an ammo's primer once, and that round didn't explode fully, but it allegedly slightly injured the soldier firing it. Either way, that alone was a major safety concern. Then there are a number of rumors. One is that HK went back on their contract with a company, ATK, to deliver additional...
I don't care how effective it was. I know it's a historical gun because it looks like it's from World War II. I don't like it. It's an ugly gun.
prototypes of the XM25, and that led to the Army canceling the program. ATK did then sue HK, and there's rumors that...
First of all, Arthur, yes, you and I need to be friends because it did, in fact. So NATO wanted to standardize the 7.62 round, which it still didn't because it went with 5.56. Anyway, yeah, it's not though. 7.62 is like the worst round to fire. In fact, AK-47s, right, which are Soviet-style guns like AKs and Zastavas and all that, they fired 7.62s. Most of them have conversion kits for 5.56, but also most of them fire at most in 3-round bursts because even their soldiers are like, we don't want auto. We don't want auto. The AK-47 had an auto thing. Everyone was like, semi-auto is fine. Semi-auto is fine. I would like my shoulder rotator cuff to not be on the other side of the room. Thank you very much. So, yeah. 5.56 at full auto is already quite a punchy thing. The first round is on target. The other two are to whom it may concern. Yes!
That HK used an old Geneva Convention that bans using smaller, under 400 gram exploding bullets as a way to kind of get out of the whole weapons program. They eventually settled out of court and the program was then shelved. Each of the competitors brings something different to the table, and over the next 14 months, the Army will slowly down select to a winner and attempt to field it by 2029. But what do you guys think of your first early look behind
I like this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, share this with your grandmother. I'm sure she would like a big honking gun. And I'll see you some other time. Bye!